Now that we've finished with brewing, we'll take a look at steaming. This might be a little intimidating if you've never done it before, but trust me, it's gonna be the most fun that you'll have with these machines. Now, we've got two very different approaches, a manual wand on the Velasca and a one-touch carafe on the Velasca Prestige. We'll cover both to make you a frothing expert, if not a little frothing mad by the time we're done. So, let's get into it. Now, I can't quite wave a magic wand and make a cappuccino appear, but I can use my steam wand to do the same thing. So let's talk a little bit about how we would manually froth milk on a machine like the Gaggia Velasca. A couple of tips first though. It's always important to make sure that you have an appropriately sized pitcher for the drink that you're going to be making. So if you're going to use, say, 6 to 8 ounces of milk, you'd want a 10 to 12 ounce frothing pitcher. If you have a larger pitcher, it can be really difficult to find a good position, say, on the wand to actually get that milk frothed. So having the appropriately sized pitcher is my first tip to making sure that you're going to be successful when you're frothing your milk. So we'll fill up our pitcher and then we'll hit our next key step. So these machines have steam circuits that run all the way to the boiler, and you can get some water that condenses inside this wand that we want to purge out before we start frothing. So that's why I have this second pitcher here actually, not because I need an extra large latte, and we'll go ahead and press the steam button. Now we have a thermometer on screen letting us know that the machine is heating to steam temperature. And on Gaggia's machines, there is a telltale sort of rhythmic thunk that you'll hear when the machine is about ready to start dispensing steam. We'll see a bit of water purge out of here, and we'll get that into this pitcher and not into our milk. And by pressing the aroma strength button, we are able to stop frothing. That's going to come in handy because we're about to do that again. Now, just a quick overview of the Panarello wand. If you notice right here at the very top near our elbow, there is a small air intake hole, and that's what's used to inject air into our milk. That creates a easy, rich foam that's perfect for cappuccinos. And so as the milk continues to froth, it will raise up higher and higher in our pitcher. If at any point we ever cover this hole with the milk, it will stop adding more air and simply continue to heat. So let's go ahead and get our pitcher in position here with the tip submerged in the milk, and we'll press steam again. There will be a much reduced wait time since the boiler is extra hot from already steaming. And with your fingers on the bottom of the pitcher, you can feel when the milk is getting about as hot as you'd like it to be. Now, the first thing you'll want to do after frothing is to hit that wand with a towel to get any of the milk off of the surface. But then the next thing that we want to do too is get our pitcher back underneath, and we'll press the hot water button. This will let us purge any of the additional milk out of the inside of this tube and some of the extra hot water from the boiler. We have a solid stream, so we're good to go. I also want to take off this sleeve just to show you how this frother assembly works. So there is a rubber elbow here that fits onto the sleeve, and then the actual frothing arm itself. Now, if you take this off at the end of the day and give it a rinse, you can help clean out any of the milk that's left over in there. This whole piece actually slides right off, and as you can see, there's a small notch that it fits into. When you're inserting it back onto the machine, it will securely fit onto that notch, and you'll be able to feel it when it's in place. So we've got that back on. Let's go ahead and make our espresso. Now with the Panarello, it can be trickier to get extra tight foam safe for something like latte art. So what we can do though is give the pitcher a bit of a knock to get any of the bigger bubbles out. Now I am no latte artist, but we can make a nice cortado with this milk foam. And with that, we have our perfectly frothed Cafe Cortado on the Gaggia Velasca.